Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Warm welcome to meeting number 245 of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Toastmaster Prasang Mani, your sergeant at arm for today's meeting. As a sergeant at arm, it is my duty to highlight some key points for the today meeting. First, the meeting is blocked for 2 hours, also urging you to stay for the entire duration to get the maximum benefit. Second, your audio should be off, your video should be on, and only unmute yourself when you need to speak or call to speak. Regarding the topic of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, we request all the road takers and speakers to be mindful while speaking on these topics and abstain from expressing any controversial views. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and positive environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, now I would like to hand over this meeting to our today presiding officer Samita Kar. Before I do so, let me introduce our today presiding officer Samita. A three-time Triple Crown award winner, Toastmaster Samita has completed 3 pathways and regularly represents her club at area level contest. She is a dynamic soft skills trainer with a dream to empower women leaders. She boosts confidence, communication, and careers, an avid storyteller and passionate traveler. Her suitcase is full of stories from bathing elephant in Sri Lanka to exploring the ruins of Nalanda. Let's welcome our today presiding officer Samita Kaur with a round of applause.
Thank you, thank you so much. Let us hear it for our Sergeant at Arm for opening this meeting with such a wonderful energy on this Saturday morning. Let us hear it for Toastmaster Prasang Mani. So here, I welcome all the members of the club, visiting Toastmasters, and the guests in today's meeting. Let me say, yes, I would love our guests to introduce themselves. Whom can we see? I can see Sumit. Are you a Toastmaster or a visiting Toastmaster? Can you unmute and speak? Okay. I think so he is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Can you tell me whether you were a Toastmaster, visiting Toastmaster or a guest?
Samita, I'm a guest. This is the second time I'm joining this group. So, yeah.
Can we have a quick introduction?
Sure. My name is Sumit. I attended one of the sessions, I think, last week. That was my first interaction with the Gatsby group. And I'm looking forward for some improvements both from a personal and professional standpoint in public speaking. So that is the reason I'm here. And I'm basically from Kerala, currently located in Bangalore for the last 3 years. And I'm a chartered accountant working in an IT company.
Welcome.
Really
Please stay till
excited.
the end of the meeting, and we would like to hear a feedback from you.
Thank you so much.
Anyone else, any guest who wants to unmute and speak?
We have Aman in the room.
Okay. Aman, would you like to unmute and give a brief introduction of yourself?
Good morning. How are you? I am Toastmaster from Saudi Arabia, from District 79. Just today, your link from your club coming for me. And I would like to interesting in your meeting, inshallah.
So
Thank you.
please, I would love to hear from where did you know about our club?
I added in we have a group for happening now meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
So
And
from there. Welcome, welcome. Please stay till the end of the meeting, and we would like to hear from you. So,
okay, thank you.
for the interest of the guests, those who are not Toastmasters, so let me give a very quick information about Toastmasters and this platform. This platform was started by Dr. Ralph S. Smedley in 1924, and his intention was to encourage people to learn public speaking and leadership. So Toastmasters organization is over 100-year old, and this is a non-profit educational organization that operates club worldwide to help the people improve their communication, public speaking, and leadership skills. This is a very safe environment, a supportive environment for members to come practice, refine these skills through their regular meetings, give speeches, and take on leadership role. I would love to talk a lot more about Toastmaster, but let us jump back to the meeting. And we have in a meeting someone who will take the meeting forward and tell us more about what is in store today. And we have a dynamic young person who will be taking our meeting forward, and that is none other than Toastmaster Ritu George. With a round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Ritu George. Toastmaster Ritu, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Presiding Officer for the meeting, Toastmaster Samita. Very good morning, and my fellow Toastmasters, guests, how is everyone doing on a Saturday morning? It's my pleasure to serve as the Toastmaster of the day for meeting number 245. When you think of the color yellow, what comes to your mind? In one word, if all of you could just unmute and say.
Yellow, orange, sun, lemon.
Okay, what else? Everyone, anyone can unmute and say.
Dominating.
Dominating, okay.
Bright,
Joy.
jolly.
Bright, I missed the other one.
Freshness.
Freshness.
Jolly.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, joy, lovely, fantastic. You've pretty much covered my entire session, but I'll still give it a shot. So in ancient religions, yellow was a sacred color. Many religions worship the sun, and the sun gods were depicted wearing yellow. Yellow, like gold, was seen as eternal, imperishable, and indestructible. The ancient Egyptians believed the gods had gold skin and bones and used yellow for their skin tone in art. Let me also share the significance of the color yellow in different cultures in various parts of the world. In India, it's considered auspicious and linked to knowledge and prosperity. While in China, it has been a sacred color and associated with wealth. In Japan, it represents courage. In Thailand, it's associated with good luck, especially in relation to the monarchy. It can be associated with royalty or glory, knowledge, for example, in India, but also even sickness in countries like Iran. It has various meanings for various cultures. In the context of love, the color yellow, particularly in emojis of flowers, symbolizes friendship, happiness, joy, caring, rather than romantic love. It represents the warm, sunny feelings of connection between friends and family, and also expresses positivity, hope, and affection in a more platonic sense. Who's your yellow person? Is human sunshine. A yellow person is a metaphorical term popular in social media trends for someone who embodies the qualities of this color, warmth, optimism, joy, and playfulness. These individuals are bright, uplifting, whose presence makes you feel safe, supported, and at ease, more like your emotional anchor. The term is popular in the internet culture, especially amongst the Gen Zs and the millennials, who use it to describe someone who brings light and peace into their lives. They're a person you can rely on. Just by being in your life, they make it much brighter. It's just not a color yellow, it's a feeling of warmth, security, safety, and unconditional support. Can I invite a volunteer from the audience at this point to share, to speak about someone who's their joyful, optimistic, yellow person? Would anyone offhand remember someone? I mean, you would know this person very closely. Someone who brings joy and optimism in your life.
Lakshmi Devi.
Lakshmi Devi. How are you related to Lakshmi Devi?
Goddess of wealth.
Oh, Devi Lakshmi brings you joy. Okay. I meant more somebody who could be in your life, a real person, besides the date. Sorry, go ahead, Sachin. Are you speaking?
Yeah. So I'm in a Buddhist practice, and there's a person called Kamal Dulia who has qualities of a real Buddha. He's very calm, compassionate, courageous, and he has very depth knowledge of Buddhism, the practice which we do. And whenever I meet any kind of confusion, he gives a very clear guidance, and he's very
That's a beautiful thought. Thank you, Sachin, for sharing that. Anybody else who would like to talk about someone in their lives when they're with that person, it's their safe space. They feel comfortable, they can be themselves without being judged. Anyone, that one person in your life who gives you that comfort?
Deepak has raised his hand.
Go ahead, Deepak.
Yeah, so I would like to talk about my 10-month-old child, Praneeth. And yeah, so he is always full of joy and always in a happy mood. So he gives me a lot of optimism, and not only for me, but for my entire family, he brings a lot of joy. So yeah, for me, he is the person.
Very nice.
sorry,
Thank you for sharing that.
sorry, I was audible or I was not audible?
We lost you at some point. You did lose your audio, but would you like to finish that? We understood the gist of it, Buddhism.
Yeah.
But I'll come back to you. There's one more person who had raised their hand, and I'm just going to invite them. Zoom Master, did you grasp who it
Yeah,
was?
I had raised my hand.
Oh, you had. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So
Unmute yourself.
there's not one but two people in my life right now who can bring instant joy. That is both my grandkids. They're just 11 months old, and whenever I am not not feeling even a little something happened in life and you are not good, so the only thing that I do is either I watch their videos or I give a call and I want to see what they are doing next. So they do not know what they mean, but their antics and whatever they are up to, the girl, she is Kavya. She loves anything I'm doing on the laptop. She will come climb onto my lap, and only thing she does is she stops all the tabs because she is just pressing all the buttons that is in front of her. But even after that, I feel joyful. whenever I look at her and talk to her and
Very nice.
smile. Yeah,
Thank you
sunshine.
for sharing that. So they say your children are your principal and your grandchildren are your interest, right? So definitely we all enjoy that interest part, isn't it? But on that note, I'd like to also share my both children are my safe space, my place of joy, and they just uplift me on a given day. They smile at me, and there everything melts, and you are back with renewed energy. Thank you for sharing that. These are human sunshines that brighten up your life and bring warmth to your lives. Well, moving on, let me share the flow of the meeting. The meeting is divided into three parts. Okay. At this point, before I introduce the meeting to you, let me invite the joke master for the day. Joke master for the day, Toastmaster Malati. May I invite you to take the stage?
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I am my official home title is a working mom, but my real title, my real job title is a little more descriptive. It's Chief Executive of Negotiations, Crisis, and Logistics Management. And I have two very demanding clients, 17-year-old twins, a son and a daughter. And honestly, the skills that are needed for this job are surprisingly similar to my corporate life. That I've become expert in deciphering their cryptic messages, whether it's from my boss in an all caps mail from my boss, right? All caps email from my boss, or my son who communicates in grunts, or my daughter who communicates in with all eye rolls. So it's like being a UN translator for three very different and very grumpy nations. So I joined Toastmasters because my kids said I'm too old school, and my boss said I needed to improve I needed to sharpen my communication skills. And my kids used to say that I need to use vocal variety, body language, eye contact. But back in my days, my parents used to just, yelled. My parents yelled and pointed, and we did the job. It's that simple. But right now, I need to stand here, gesturing like a traffic cop at a mime convention, just to explain something very simple. The other day, I wanted my son to clean his room. So I used to just point and say that, Arun, clean it. The job should be done, isn't it? But now I used to say, Arun Kanna, because I need to, apparently I need to use my vocal variety. So I used to say, Arun Kanna, would you mind maybe just cleaning your room? And he just grunts. And my daughter used to say, she just, she jumps up and says, hey, Arun, look at it. Amma is practicing her soft skills for her performance review again. So there's other incident. My son, I wanted my son to clean his trash from his room. So I thought, I thought best communication, my best body language. So I pointed the overflowing bin dramatically, and I was telling, like, putting my hands on my heart, and I was telling, I was pointing towards the door. And my son he looked at me and completely with a blank face. And he was asking, Amma, do you want to order one more bin? You seem to be worried about the small bin. So to my kids and to my boss and to all the new school communicators over here, thank you for making me a student again. And we want to thank you, Toastmasters, for giving me a stage to practice on. And I'm sure I can make my children to do their chores without my full-blown performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Joke Master of the Day, Toastmaster Malati. I identify and resonate with what you're saying. I have two young adults at home, and it's no small feat. Moving on, let me share the flow of the meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 segments. Prepared speech segment, where you refine your public speaking skills. Unprepared speech segment or table topics, to enhance your impromptu speaking abilities. And finally, feedback, to identify your blind spots. With that, I'd like to call upon the general evaluator for the meeting to explain his role and his team. Toastmaster Ankur. He is an enthusiastic software engineer who merges his passion for technology with a desire to learn, frequently seeking out new locations to read and expand his knowledge. Nevertheless, his real passion lies in animal welfare. Ankur devotes his efforts to enhancing the lives of animals and is devoted to fostering enduring change. Toastmaster General Evaluator Ankur Vishwakarma, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ritu George, for the introduction. I, today, as a general evaluator, is like an invigilator for this meeting. I'll be monitoring the meeting from start to end, noting down things that went well, that could be improved. But to help me in this evaluation, I have a team with me, which includes the timer, the language evaluator, and the listener. First, I would like to invite the timer for the day, Toastmaster Rahul. Toastmaster Rahul is a fitness freak. And as I have seen him in the last, a lot of meetings, he would bring that energy into the meetings. And he, from what I remember, is also a enthusiast in mixed martial arts, and he's learning a lot of defensive techniques there. And he brings that, as I said, that journey of his gym, and he keeps going there to the meetings. And that I would like to invite him to share his role for today, which is the timer. Toastmaster Rahul, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Ankur. And happy to be again back to the club and see you all happy faces. And today I am the timer for this meeting, and I will be showing red, yellow, and green card based on the time for there will be 30-second grace time available for evaluation and prepare speech at upper end and lower end. For table topic, 30-second grace time at the lower end, that is 1 minute to 2 minute 30 seconds. And I will be showing the, just a minute. I will be showing the yellow card after completion of 1 minute on the table topics, and after 5 minutes in the speech, and I will be showing the
Timer Rahul
green.
will begin with green, and then yellow, and
Yeah,
then
sorry.
red.
Actually, I don't have the script today, and
No worries. We can
yeah.
improvise on that.
Sure. So I will be starting with the green card on 1 minute, and 1.5 minutes I'll show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes I'll show the red card. And I'll be glad to share the report by the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Timer Rahul. Now I would like to invite the language evaluator for today, Toastmaster Chitrangna. I met Chitrangna in the contest last week. That's what when I first saw her in the meetings on Saturdays. and she just killed both the contests. She came with a really lovely, humorous speech. She was the first one to go, and in the table topics, she is the winner of the table topics contest and would be representing us in the area contest. And when I gave my table topics speech, I was like, I think I did well. And then came Toastmaster Chitrangana. She had so good lines. Her whole speech was full with like various quotes, and I was like, okay, we know where it is going. Inviting today as a language evaluator to the stage, Toastmaster Chitrangana, please share your role.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Ankur, for this generous introduction. I'll ensure I forget all this and not allow this to go into my head. Moving on, I have the pleasure of serving as a language evaluator in this meeting. Throughout the session, I'll closely observe our collective language performance. I'll be listening for any filler words, crutch words, repetitions, awkward pauses on one hand, and will also make note of any good usages of words and phrases. By the end of the meeting, I will present a summary. This role also allows me to introduce word of the day. Word of the day is agog. It's an adjective, which means very excited to hear something. Very excited to hear something. Usage examples would be I am all agog to hear the results of the elections. I'm all agog to hear the results of the elections. Her supporters were agog over the idea. Her supporters were agog over the idea. I encourage everyone to incorporate this word into your speaking today. Thank you so much. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chitrangana. Now, next role is the listener role, for which I would like to call Prasang Mani on stage, who you already saw is our sergeant at arms. Apart from that 2-minute introductory speech, he also does a lot of work behind the scenes when there is a physical setup. And I am his deputy sergeant at arms, helping him wherever needed. And that's why I reached physical meeting today, which was not even there. So yeah, inviting you to stage, Toastmaster Prasang, to share your role as a listener.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Ankur. And I'm playing the role of listener today. And as listener, I will be listening to the whole meeting, and based on that, I will be drafting some few soft questions to taste our listening skill at the end of the meeting. So yeah, I hope you will be listening to the meeting carefully so that you can answer my question at the end of the meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasang. That's it from my team and myself. I would come at the later part of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day for the evaluation sessions. Back to you, Toastmaster, for the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator Ankur, and your competent team for sharing the guidelines with us. We will ensure we adhere to most of them. Prepared speeches, the next segment. Let's begin. Speaker one, already know her. None other than today's presiding officer, Samita Kar. She is embarking on another journey with a new pathway, dynamic leadership. It's her icebreaker speech, L1P1. Timer, please note, it's 4 to 6 minutes. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Cultivate true confidence. Cultivate true confidence. Toastmaster Samita Kar.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. When I talk of confidence, what comes to your mind? I am sure you must be thinking of maybe some workshop, some online course. But when I think of cultivating confidence, I have only one. That is a Bajaj 150 scooter. Now you must be wondering, what did a Bajaj scooter have to do with my confidence? So the story goes like this. I was born and brought up and raised in a small town called Kharagpur. In the 70s, if you wanted to have a two-wheeler, it was not as easy as it is now. You had to go, put the deposit, wait, forget. It would take not one, not two, not three, 7 long years for you to get one two-wheeler. That was the norm. We were agog by the sheer amount of waiting time. But everyone was happy we had a two-wheeler. It was a precious possession. My father got it. And then what did he do? He asked me, "Oh, do you think you can sit on the scooter?" I was a small girl. Sitting on the scooter means my legs won't reach. Right? The next challenge came. Can you put it on the stand? Can you take it off the stand? Can you go to that slope and sit and come down? I never knew what he was doing. One, it was a very precious possession. Second, every couple of days, weeks, he would give me one small challenge. I thought I was proving my dad wrong because he asked me, "Can you do it?" And I was kind of, yes, I could do it. Before long, I started. It was a geared scooter. And the clutch and the brake and the accelerator, everything. And Bajaj 150, those who know about the scooter, let me give you one trivia. It had an engine on one side. So whenever you took the scooter down, it started falling. So you had to pull it back. I mastered that ride. And the first day when I went out, I was beyond thrilled. I used to take that scooter and go around. I was well known for the girl who drives the scooter. Now, was it just that I learned how to transport myself from one to other with the two-wheeler? No, no, no. It was not transportation. It was transformation. Without me knowing, my father taught me the art of building confidence, cultivating true confidence. I thought I was proving him wrong. He made sure that I learned new skills. But my Bengali mom, will she be far behind? No, no, no. What she did was, she said, "Listen, you need to learn Ravindra Sangeet and you need to appear for all those exams." Terrible that I was. Will I listen to her? Of course, no. My mother said, "Ravindra Sangeet." I said, "Kathak." Ravindra Sangeet, Kathak. Ultimately, peace came. Ravindra Sangeet, classical and Kathak, all three together. So along with my studies, I was doing all these, appearing for the exams and getting those certificates. Slowly, when I started realizing I could manage all, I didn't have much of a difficulty. Then came the college, which is supposed to be an English college. I was from a convent school. The college did not have an English section. Yes, that was possible back then. In the brochure, it was there, English. What they meant was you can write your paper in English. I am from a science background. Where will I write the technical terms in Bengali? That day I realized one thing. If people do not have an answer to what you are asking, you will see them immediately bullying you. Why? You're a Bengali. Can't you learn in Bengali? No, I can't. I did what I did best. That is, I purchased the books and I did my whole graduation by myself studying from those books. Difficult? Yes. Made me more confident in my ability? Yes. But I was not satisfied with studies alone. So I did NCC. I will see certificate holder in NCC. But when I got chance to represent in Delhi RD parade, Republic Day parade, my father said, "No, don't, because it involves a lot of missing of classes." Next best, I got chance in Calcutta Republic Day parade. I didn't inform them. I just wrote a letter. Good, we didn't have mobiles at that time. I am going for Republic Day parade. And I went. I went there, faced a lot of difficulties, fell sick. But in the end, I knew I could push my parents in some places. Confidence, if you are raising a confident child, you should remember not only will they be confident, they will have a mind of their own. They will do stuff on their own. And you have to accept it. Because confidence gives you that ability to do certain other things. I remember that this confidence gave me the ability to have a full-time job, come back at 5 o'clock, go back, taking my child 70 kilometers away to teach him dance. Confidence, I will be able to do it. Tough? Yes. So when you cultivate true confidence, you face all these problems, but always emerge as the winner. Thank you, and over to you.
Let's give her a standing ovation for her icebreaker speech. Thank you, Toastmasters Samita, for an inspiring speech and just letting us know the importance of cultivating confidence to get ahead in life. Kudos to you, more confidence to you. With this, the second speaker has dropped from the call. Let's take a 5-minute break. It's 10:41. Let's be back by 10:46. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Is everyone back? Oops. Is everyone back? Well, you know this song. How many of you know this song? Would you believe this was released in the year 1939? And referring to someone as a sunshine goes back almost 8 decades, over 8 decades. Well, recently the trend is popular on Instagram. This trend has been it's not a recent trend. It's people are sharing videos, posts on Instagram, TikTok. These are special individuals they mention in this. The special individuals in their lives who they wish to celebrate. Would anybody from the audience like to share who they consider their sunshine? You can raise your hand and share with me if there's someone who you identify as sunshine in your life. I'm agog to hear that. No one has anyone who represents sunshine in their lives? I find that hard to believe.
The timer has raised their hand.
Okay, please go ahead. Unmute yourself. Sometimes I don't have a full gallery. Okay, I'll get into the gallery view. Oh, yes, we have a couple of people. Toastmaster Michael, let's hear from you.
Yes, in my life, the sunshine, I have a lot of people. Whenever I see, if I want to mention particularly, means like, my wife, because, I take a lot of risks in my life, from my job to entrepreneur, though they are traveling with me, and she always give me a positive thing. Um, so that's I consider her as a sunshine. Certain cases, no, she asks me, no, she don't interrupt in my uh, job perspective or anything else. Sometimes I do think whether she would ask me anything else, why didn't ask me anything else. But on the other side, it was quite calm. Okay, that when I see for others life, someone's partner is fetching, why you're not doing these things, why you're taking a risk, all these things. But when it comes concerned in my life, I see her as a sunshine, because of her providing me the independence, I'm able to do many things in my life. Yeah, thank you.
That's beautiful. That's very beautifully said. I hope your wife was listening to this, because that could have earned you some brownie points there. Let's hear it from Toastmaster Jay for Parik. Please unmute yourself.
My sunshine is my younger brother, Shlok. Whenever I'm not well or I'm kind of depressed, or yeah, he just comes. He troubles me a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy talking to him, and yeah, he makes me happy. So whenever I'm around him, I'm happy, and I
That's
miss
such
him
a
very much.
beautiful thought. Sibling love goes a long way, right? Parents leave, but siblings stick on with you. That's beautiful, beautifully shared. Anyone else? Any of the guests in house who'd like to share?
The
Sumit, you're
timer
joining us.
Rahul had also raised his hand.
I'm
The
sorry,
timer.
who?
The
Sure,
timer.
please go ahead. Let's start with Rahul first, and Sumit, then I come to you.
Yeah, for me, uh, my sunshine is my grandfather. He's like an inspiration, and he always makes me laugh, no matter what, no matter what I'm doing, or maybe like what I'm going through in my life. He always has that wisdom, mixed with that enthusiasm and that humor. So I always feel that, yeah, I'm lucky to have him.
That's a beautiful thought.
Thank
So
you.
we've covered all generations, from grandfather to current to the younger ones. Fabulous. Yes, Toastmaster. No, our guest. Let me invite our guest, Sumit, would you like to share about any of your experience?
Thanks, Ritu. Yeah, it has to be my family, Ritu. Yeah, I think most of us talked about a family perspective. It has to be my wife and my son. I had some tough times in the past, and I think I lost my dad. At that point in time, I had a little one who was 1 year old. So that compensated to some extent for the loss I had. So that kind of radiated me to start again. And same with my wife, she had been always pushing me for all the great things I'm doing so far. So it has to be the family.
Thank you. I resonate with you. My spouse, my husband is my happy place. I'm the happiest when the whole family is together. My two young adult children, although they give me a lot of grief, which was shared by the joke master earlier about cleaning rooms and the rolling of the eyes. But yes, they are my happy space, and I'm the happiest when I'm amongst them because I'm not judged. You're yourself, and you just feel unconditional love, or maybe you are giving it and you feel it yourself. Anyone else? Some other incident, something would you like to share with the group? Do I see, am I missing any raised hands?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
please go. You can unmute yourself, Siddharth.
Yes, Toastmasters, am I audible? Yeah, hi. So I think the sunshine in my life are my friends. They're the people that I rush to for every little gossip that I have, for whenever I'm feeling low. They are the yellow that brings out brings out the blue out of me, I could say. And I'm always agog when I'm around them. So I'd say it's my friends. Yeah.
Yes, beautifully said. Friends are your medicine. Very nice. Thank you. Now, let's move on with bated breath. Hope you're agog to look for the next segment. Table topics. And to conduct this, I'm going to invite Toastmaster Michael. Michael Joshua is the founder and CEO of Miss Josh Cybersecurity. With over 14 years of experience in cybersecurity, Michael has protected businesses in leading roles at Infosys, Wipro, and EY. Now, through his own company, he helps organizations secure their digital assets. Michael is here to refine his public speaking skills, share his journey, and learn from this vibrant community. Over to you, table topic master, Michael.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritu. Um, Thank you, and fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Table topic enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, body, and a conclusion. This provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. Guests may also participate here. So each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Speaking time is all about 1 to 2 minutes. You will show the green card, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. So we encourage everyone to try, especially guests. Okay, so I just want anyone to take up the first topic. Please raise your hands and okay. Any volunteers? Okay, Deepak. Yes. Okay, Deepak. The first question for you is, If you could swap lives with a cartoon character for a day, who would be? I repeat again. If you could swap lives with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be? Over to you, Deepak.
Yeah, Michael, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to be Oswald uh, for a day uh, because I have seen many of his episodes, and I was able to see the kind of life he lives. Oswald was very light, stress free, and every day there were few things which he used to do in a very innovative manner, and the team which surrounded him, there were few characters like Daisy, Winnie, Madam Butterfly, Katrina. So all the characters were very interesting, and their life was very simple, stress-free, and full of joy. So, see, being in a corporate job, there is a lot of stress which we go through every day. So, uh, to live a life like the life of Oswald, where the stress is not there and the friends around are very interesting and are always a reason to bring joy. And also, whenever they used to go somewhere, they used to invent few songs. Even for if they are going for a haircut, they used to invent a song and sing that song while going for that thing. Again, that was very interesting. So yes, thank you, Toastmaster Michael.
Thank you, Deepak. That was an excellent speech and how you provided. You talked about the stress which the corporate has, and you have excellently swapped the lives. So thank you so much for your speech. Okay, with that, we move for the next one. So next, uh, okay, Toastmaster Venkat. Sorry, okay, Venkat. Yeah. Okay. So your question is, what's the most useless piece of advice you have ever received? What is the most useless piece of advice you have ever received?
Okay.
Over to you, Venkat.
All right. Very good morning to uh, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, and all the guests and Toastmasters. And that's an interesting question. The piece of advice which is not useful to me, I think in general the advice is useful, right? And you know from the conviction when someone gives you the advice, right? Whether he's giving out of his experience or he's just giving for the sake of giving it, right? Uh, the reason behind that is when you spot someone is just giving for the sake of giving, and when someone is giving out of their experiences, that makes most sense. uh, Fortunately in my life, whatever the advice I have received up until now, I think it's there's some use of it. Maybe not in that point in time, but when I look back, I would definitely consider whatever advice which I have received. Everything made sense at some point, at some phase of my life. As the Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots by looking backwards. And yes, it's all I think, and also I feel when I feel very afraid to give an advice to someone else. Like you never know whether it will be taken seriously, or maybe probably they might think like me as this he's just bullshitting, something like that. Yeah. So again, I think the advice is never bad until it's given with a conviction out of their experience. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Venkat, for your excellent ideas. No, so you don't think of any of the advices or not waste. Everything will be useful, and you, the way you said about connecting the dots by looking back by Steve Jobs, that was an excellent speech. Thank you so much, Venkat. And yeah, so next one. So next volunteers, anybody? Okay, Jay. So the next question is, if your pet could talk, what's the first thing it would say to you? What's the first thing it would say to you? Over to you, Jay.
Yeah, if my pet could talk, I think the first thing it would probably say is how bad I'm taking care of it. Like, if I'm taking care of my pet, I understand the relation as parents taking care of their kids. And me as a kid complain to my parents a lot about how they could be better, which I understand is wrong, I guess. But yeah, so the first thing is like how I could take better of him, how I could provide him food on time, I guess, and what more I could give to it. But I feel eventually it would even say the good parts about how it liked being next to me, how much it loves me, how much it wants me to go out with it more, how much it wants me to take it to roam around, go on trips together. Uh, yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Okay. You can extend, you have some time.
I don't really know what
Okay.
to add.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, thank you, Jay. Okay, next volunteer. Okay, Sumit. Imagine your life as a movie. What would be the title be? I saw Sumit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Could
So
you
the
repeat
question
the
again.
topic, please?
Yeah, imagine your life as a movie. What would be the title?
Imagine your life as a movie. What would be the title? I, yeah. So I believe it has to be like a breaking the barrier or something. From childhood, there had been a lot of fears and misconceptions, and it kind of, as life progresses, you realize that that's not a reality, and you try to come out or break those barriers, and life, goes on and on. But I believe it has to be break the barriers, because there had been a lot of barriers in my life, and had been gradually overcoming it as I proceed with my life, and the journey continues on and on. So um, there is a lot to break in the rest of my life, and the journey continues like that. So it has to be break the barriers. Thank you.
Okay, okay, Sumit. Yeah, excellent speech. Thank you. Uh, okay. So with that, we'll go move for the next one. Akub, Akub, your question is, if laughter is the best medicine, what's your prescription for a gloomy day? If laughter is the best medicine, what's your prescription for a gloomy day?
You're talking medicine today, is it? My wife always talks medicine because she's a doctor. Laughter, as we all know, is the best medicine. And I've always been amazed with this joke master role with Gabbys. Uh, like you guys come and always have this joke thing. Nobody else does. what a gloomy day would look like and how would I use it. So for me, and most of the gloomy days have been Monday blues, as all of you corporate would feel. There are a lot of Mondays wherein I'm going office, there are 100 things to do. And on the same day, I get calls from my family as well that I want something. And people whom like I've spoken 10 years back, they would also call the same day, same time, like 10 a.m. Everybody is calling. What do you need now? And my brother is saying, which stock to buy? Man, it's Monday 10 a.m. Hold on to your money. The whole week is there. You can buy stuff. So I think during those days, taking a time out and little bit humming, singing would have helped me. So you guys can also try that you do something on your own. There are a lot of ways to avoid such moments, and people go to Instagram, people watch reel, people go to LinkedIn, and you will scroll here and there. It's like endless scrolling. At the same time, you will have more anxiety the more you watch on mobile. Even if you watch a laugher or a comedy night, something, you will have the anxiety pepping in. So my best remedy has been to do something on my own. So writing out something, humming, singing, something of that sort cools me down. So that's my take, ladies and gentlemen. Do you sing? If you sing, try humming.
Thank you, Q, for a wonderful prescription for the gloomy day. So, yeah, with that, next volunteer. Yes, Stravana Kumar. Okay. For you, like, if you could invent a new holiday, what would you be celebrating? If you could invent a new holiday, what would be you celebrate?
Uh, Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, I think holidays are started to mankind when we started business and jobs and creating job opportunities. Then only the concept of holidays was introduced to the human mind. Prior to that, there was no concept of holidays and all, isn't it? Every day was like a normal day for them. There is no specific day for holiday and all. The holiday which we have, if I want to invent a new holiday, I would like to invent a um, holiday for parks, spending a time in park or any uh, natural resources wherever rich in natural resources, spending time there. So that is a kind of a holiday I would like to invent where the main aim of the holiday is to take rest and rejuvenate and come up with a fresh mind and fresh thoughts again in the workplace, right? But we don't use that. We use our mind in amusement activities like going to a horror movie or going to an exciting movie and all. So I will give an holidays, exclusive holiday, invent an exclusive holiday to awaken, to make people realize what is the purpose of holiday. The holiday is to go to a nature and spend some time there and get activate all your senses and rejuvenate yourself and come up with a fresh air, fresh thoughts, and fresh empty mind, and do something creative in your work to simplify your life and also the life of others as well. So that is a kind of holiday I would definitely invent and I'll implement in case if I get a chance to decide that. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Mike.
Wow. Excellent, Shravana Kumar, actually. So definitely everyone has to implement that. Though people are having holidays, they're not utilizing it properly. And the way you are invent the new holiday is amazing. definitely we all support that. Thank you. And timer, do we have a time?
So we can take some more.
Yeah, I am checking the.
You can go ahead with a couple of
Yeah,
more if you like.
you can.
Okay, sure, sure. Yeah. Okay, so any volunteer next for the next question? Okay, Siddharth. So, Siddharth, your question is like your topic. Suppose gravity disappeared for one day. How would you spend it? Suppose gravity disappeared for one day. How would you spend it? Over to you, Siddharth.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And what an insightful question. If gravity disappeared for one day, imagine the possibilities. I mean, there would be a lot that I would like to try. I would possibly like to jump to my favorite holiday destination instead of taking a flight. That would definitely be one thing. I would probably I would probably like to. I would probably be inquisitive to know uh, the water that sticks to the surface of the earth because of gravity. What happens then? So I'd probably jump onto the oceans and to the rivers and see what that site would likely be like. I would be interested to do different kinds of somersaults and different kinds of acrobatics that I would not have normally been able to do. But now that gravity has disappeared for a day, I would definitely be interested to try a lot of them. So these are definitely the kind of things that I would like to try if gravity disappeared for a day.
Excellent, Siddharth. You try to save all your traveling costs, no, so that you can reach your destination. So thank you so much, and what a wonderful thought. Okay, so with that, like, next volunteer, please. Okay, Samita. Uh, Samita, for your question is, if emojis were the only way to communicate, which three you would describe you the best? If emojis were the only way to communicate, which three describe you best?
Wow. I think, table topic master, you are predicting the future. We talk in emojis right now. Our texts have become smaller, and the emojis, they show our emotions, so emotions becomes bigger. You will see people sending thumbs up and hearts, and when they're very happy, not one, not two, you'll find a whole lot of emojis being sent. So it is good that I start thinking right now how to express myself in emojis, because text will disappear after a couple of years. Which emoji describes me best? Which is one, the emoji with a round face and teeth being shown. That is happy emoji. That I use a lot. And second one is the sad emoji, because some days I'm happy and some days obviously I'm sad. That is the emoji that I will definitely describe myself with. And the third emoji, which I love best, is a lady in a red dress dancing. So that is my answer to most of the things that is good, nice, and not so nice. Who knows? Emojis, after all, right? If I send it, you feel that I am feeling happy. I may or may not be actually happy. But why to tell others what I am feeling? I show that, and then they feel that I am happy with whatever the occasion is. These are the three top emojis which I love and I use a lot. Emojis, my dear Toastmasters, please be aware. Learn them properly, because that is what will happen in the future. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Samita. Wow. So you use those three emojis as your weapon, like happy, sad, and the third one. Wow, it was excellent actually. So the way you happy or sad, and
Dancing
you
girl.
express dancing girl. Yes, yeah, that's a so good actually. Thank you so much. And yeah, so can we go for one more timer?
Yeah, sure.
Which
We
Mr.
Yeah.
can.
Sachin has
Yes,
raised
go
his
ahead.
hand.
Last one.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sachin.
this is
Yeah, the
last.
last one. Okay. You have discovered a hidden door in your house. Where does it lead? You have discovered a hidden door in your house. Where does it lead? Over to you, Sachin.
Wow, really a thought provoking. There's a house and there's a hidden door, which I am not aware, yeah, for years. And all of a sudden, I discover a hidden door. And then I open the door. And I found that there's a tunnel. I go inside the tunnel. And then further I go inside, there's darkness. Obviously, I'm carrying a torch and I can see go through the darkness. And then all of a sudden, I come to a place where there's a lot of treasure, lot of jewelries, right? And now looking at those jewelries, I am really excited. What to do? So much jewelries. If now the income tax guy comes to know, then I'm in trouble. Anyways, that jewelry is lying inside my house only, right? And that's an undisclosed source of income. So the moment now it's found inside your house, it's a problem actually. It's a great fortune also at the same time problem also. Being a chartered accountant, I'll first worry about the problem. Okay, my God, if somebody knows if income tax comes to know, I'm in trouble. Anyways, they will go and grab all those jewelry. At the same time, I'll be also behind the bars, right? Not to disclose that income. So that how to use that treasure, that's a big challenge. So obviously, then what we can do, take out the jewelry, slowly distribute to all your relatives, to all, right, in form of gifts and all, to save yourself and be in their good books. Also do a lot of philanthropic work, give it to your friends also, apart from your relatives, right? Some of the people whom you don't like, you don't gel with, your enemies, you give it to them also, so that they're also happy. And if you don't like them at all, give him more and then inform income tax also, so that that person is in trouble. So let's say somebody you don't like at all, give him a lot of jewelries and then inform income tax that this guy has got a lot of jewelry. So that person is trouble. So a lot of opportunities you find a jewelry, right? You do good thing, some nasty work also. But yes, hidden door, if you find and you find a jewelry, that's also, it will invite a lot of trouble also. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Sachin, what an excellent story you have created. That's and you things like no, it's like you already made some plans to take all your jewelries. You unfortunately revealed all your fortune. Okay, so we came to know that you have a lot of jewels. Okay, so thank you, excellent speech, Toastmaster. And yeah, so with that, uh, over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ritu. Thank
Let's
you.
give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Michael for wonderfully conducting this table topic session, entertaining as well as thought provoking. Good job done. How many of you are aware of the Hidden Disabilities Program? Let me share with you. This international program uses sunflower emblem to discreetly identify individuals with non-visible disabilities who may need additional support, time, or understanding. People can voluntarily wear a sunflower as a lanyard or a pin to signal to others they have a condition that isn't immediately apparent but requires accommodation in public spaces, workplaces, or transport. The program raises awareness and provides training to businesses and organizations to create a more inclusive environment. Why choose a sunflower? Sunflower is a discrete sign that is clearly visible from a distance, as well as being distinctive, joyful, and dynamic. They've used the color yellow to bring out that distinction. A last volunteer to share anybody who you identify as a sunflower in your life who brings joy, happiness. We've shared a lot of places, but anyone else where if someone didn't get an opportunity to speak, this is your moment to share, to talk about that person, that one person who is your sunflower. It could be your pet. Yes, Renu, please go ahead.
My sunflower would be my spiritual guru. I always look forward to him, even in distress, even in my times of happiness. So he is the sunflower I am always looking onto. So he has changed me in many ways, and of course for better. So I would say, I would just remind and be grateful that he is there in my life and being my guiding spirit. Thank you.
Very beautifully said. We all do reach to the higher powers in whichever way you feel, to connect with the higher powers, to get that strength, that direction in life. And it could be somebody amongst us who can also inspire us on that path. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else before I move on to the next segment? Chitrangana, are you raising your hand very indecisively? Sure,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So my sunflower would be my 3-month-old baby. He is a packet of joy. He's a bundle of joy. He is also helping improve my relationship with other members of the family. I am bonding much well now with my father, with my mom, with my husband, with my grandparents, with my in-laws because of him. Because we are able to share many happy moments together while taking care of the child, while taking pictures with him. He's bringing sunlight to my life. He's the person who, if I look into, I know that I'm going to forget anything that is going on in my head, good or bad. So he is the sunflower.
How beautifully, what a beautiful thought. Yes, I do remember that time when my two little ones were babies, infants, and the kind of joy they brought. And also, they don't leave any space for any other activity to come into your life. Let's just face it, there is no time. So you have no choice but to be in that moment and enjoy their presence. And they're so pure. Sometimes they just break into laughter for no reason, and you're just staring at them. What was the joke that I missed? But having said that, they're pure bundle of joy. Thank you, and continue enjoying them as in this age, because it gets a little different when they enter different phases of life. Thank you. Let's move to the third segment, the evaluations. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. Ken Blanchard. With this, I'd like to call upon the general evaluator for the meeting, Toastmaster. From here.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ritu. Do you remember that feeling that we get after the last exam, when the last exam is done? You know that feeling that you are free. Well, when the result day comes, it's more dreading than the exams. You know why? Because they don't have that method, that sandwich method that we have at Toastmasters, where we are given the feedback in a very bunched fashion, which like gives us motivation as well as small pointers where we can improve. To help with that, I have for our speaker today, the speaker one, Toastmaster Samita Kar, the evaluator who is Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal. Sachin Jaiswal, his intro is he's a finance professional with over 23 years of experience across IT, healthcare, biotech startups, retail e-commerce, and FMCG sectors. He is himself a bundle of bundle of experience. He is a chartered accountant and alumnus of IIM Bangalore and Columbia Business School, currently serving as Chief Financial Officer of Aza Fashions Private Limited in Mumbai. He oversees global finance operations for the US and India. Stage is yours, evaluator.
Thank you, G Toastmaster Ankur, for a kind introduction. And now I'll move to my target speaker and Toastmaster Samita. It was a fantastic speech, and it's an honor to me to evaluate you. And this is the second time I'm evaluating you. It was a wonderful speech, also a fantabulous speech. You started with your childhood, and you spoke about Bajaj 150 scooter. And I belong to the same era. I mean 80s. And I could easily relate to what you were talking about. Bajaj at that point was a matter of prestigious position. Whoever had this scooter was really was seen very high in the society. And then you spoke how your father, tried to cultivate confidence in you by giving you challenging tasks. Beautifully done. You brought out the conflict with your mother over Ravindra Sangeet and Kathak in a beautiful way. I loved it. Then you migrated to your college life where you spoke about your struggles with Bengali and then the NCC enrollment and how you, without informing your parents, went to Kolkata Republic Day parade. Beautifully done. Then you transitioned to your role of a mother where you traveled miles to pick up and drop your son and how you took the challenge. So we could see Samita as a child, Samita as a youth, and Samita as a mother in the entire intro and body. Beautifully done. And how you took the challenges and emerged as a winner. Beautifully described it. Some of the areas where you excelled at. First, you spoke about Bajaj 150, and I remember the Bajaj on the left side. The Bajaj 150 had a engine. Even I used to sit and I used to tilt towards that side. And with your body gesture, you showed that beautifully. You tilted left, then right, and that's the struggle with Bajaj 150. I remember very well. I could relate very easily to that. Then you spoke about your conflict with your mother over Ravindra Sangeet and Kathak, and the way you said Ravindra Sangeet, Kathak, Ravindra Sangeet, Kathak. Beautifully done. I loved it. Third, your content was too good, and I loved your transition from child to youth and to mother. Beautifully done. And the fourth is you have a great articulation. So earlier also I admired the way you articulate, and I also always wonder whether I can articulate in that way. So that's a great skill you have, and you bring it out very well, and that comes out very well in your speech. Now, one area of improvement, if I may have, I was really absorbed by the stories weaved by you. Only the conclusion I found was too abrupt. So you could have built on little the way you have build on the introduction, the body conclusion. Also, you should have built up a little more. That would have taken your speech to to a different level. The conclusion, but the conclusion was very powerful. The one liner was powerful. Confidence cultivation and the art of confidence cultivation, and you always emerge as a winner. So that's all about your speech. So really a great speech, and with little powerful conclusion, you could have taken it to a different level. So a very big round of applause for Toastmaster Samita.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Over to
Toastmasters.
you, G. Ankur.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin, for covering the evaluation so beautifully. I would just agree with all the points that you gave in evaluation. And yes, just one point from my side to Toastmaster Samita. Like the weaving, I felt a little, it changed, but at the end, I was expecting that all the three stories will be linked, while the end story was linked, where you had the confidence, you got the confidence, and it helps you now. I was expecting that from the starting, it could have been linked till the end. Yeah, that's what I would like to add. To Toastmaster Sachin, it was a beautiful evaluation. You added the the pros and the improvements very beautifully. One thing I could suggest you is that at, maybe you could have kept one plus pointer for the end. It's like just the sandwich method. I was also recommended that. Like you gave 4 points as pros and then one feedback, and then maybe you could have summarized in terms of like what these pros were, or maybe come up with one more pro. That's it from my side on your evaluation. Now, thank you to you both. Now, moving on to the next evaluation section, which is table topic evaluation. Today, to evaluate the table topics, we have Toastmaster Prapurna, who is a structural design engineer with Amberg Engineering, India. Originally from Vishakhapatnam, she is currently working in Gurgaon. She enjoys learning new things and connecting with people from different walks of life. Prapurna joined Toastmasters in September 24. Over to you, Toastmaster Prapurna.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Ankur. So, today I'm serving the role of table topics evaluator. So, let me start with speaker 1. Speaker 1 is Deepak. He was given a question: if you could swap life with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be? I really like the way he attempted because he expressed his opinion at the first. The cartoon character he already picked in the starting, so that he need not he didn't buy time to pick an opinion. So, and he navigated that to, he linked that to corporate life because uh, why this character is very uh, dear to him, because all these characters he explained are full of joy, life stress free, simple. So he connected that to him. I really liked how he attended the topic. The recommendation I would give to Deepak is pacing. If you could use the pacing much better, it would have connected us much better. So that's the recommendation for Deepak. And for speaker 2, who is the speaker 2 name? I didn't note it down.
It was Venkat series. Sorry, Venkat side.
Okay. Hi. Hi Venkat. The topic you were given is, was the most useless piece of advice you have ever received. I really like the way you attempted because you have completely flipped the topic. You have chosen to be on the side all the advices you got are useful only. So that's a very well attempted topic, and you, the conclusion you gave also, if the advices used are given with a conviction, they are very useful. That's a brilliant way to attempt a table topic which is not an agreement with a question. If you could have used the eye contact better, that would have resonated us with much better way. So I would like to give this recommendation of improving the eye contact so that we can connect with you better. And speaker 3, Jay, he was given a question: if pet could talk, what would it say? So he attempted the topic how bad he is taking care of it, his pet, and how it will feel. And he also linked it with how his parents take care of him. And so, and also he explained how he feel good about roaming around, taking trips together with his pet. So the it is a brilliant way to attempt a table topic. But as there is a lot of time left with you, you could have created a dialogue between you and your pet, so that you could have utilized the time well, and you know much better than anyone related to your pet. So you could have given us the small dialogue scenario between you and your pet. That would have given them much justice to the topic. But it's a well attempt. Close to you, Jay. And speaker number 4, Sumit, you were given the topic: imagine if your life were a movie, what would it be the title? So I like the way you attempted the topic because you have chosen the title in the start, breaking the barriers. And you explained it how you overcome the situations in your life, and you also told the journey continues and there are a lot of barriers to break in the rest of your life. That is a brilliant way to attempt a table topic. But if you could have explained any one scenario where you have broken the barriers, it would have been much more useful. So that's a recommendation for Sumit. And coming to speaker number 5, speaker number 5 is it Sumit? No. May I know who is speaker number 5?
It was Akib,
Akib.
Akib Jabi.
Okay, Akib. Okay. If laughter is a best medicine, what would be the prescription for a gloomy day? You attended the topic. If the gloomy days like Monday blues and your brother calling, so many calls you are attempting, which talks to buy, but you will prefer the humming, singing, and all. That's a nice way of attempting the topic, provided you could have used the sarcasm that you have chosen when your brother uh, calls you, which talks to buy. That would have created a laughter, and it would have been much better for the topic given. But you have, the conclusion was very much aptly said. Avoid reels and all, writing something out. You have created the conclusion as a message. That is a good takeaway from your table topics. Close to you, Akib. And speaker number 6, Shravan. If you invent a new holiday, what would you celebrate? So Shravan has chosen the holiday for parks or any natural resources. Again, he has expressed his opinion in the start itself, uh, and he navigated that through, like, we can take rest and rejuvenate during the holiday instead of wasting time in amusement activities. uh, and he also explained that, ended up with a conclusion: being creative in your work life and being useful to others, that will be more justifying for a holiday. It is having proper opening, body, and conclusion. My recommendation to you, Shravan, is please come on the camera so that we can see your body gestures and better. Kudos to you for attempting the table topic, and we have received a good message. And speaker number 7, Siddharth, your question is: if suppose gravity disappeared for one day, how do you spend? Siddharth, you attempted the topic like you will explore how, if the gravity goes disappears, the water, how it sticks to the ocean, and where would it go? And the you will explore the acrobatics. That is very you express your opinion. So if you could elaborate it more, like, I'll give you a suggestion. There is a Rudyard Kipling sixth honest serving man. What, why, when, how, and who? If you could have used any of these things, that will trigger the ideas, so that you can explain more about the holiday destinations that you are talking about. Or you could have navigated that topic to something related with these honest serving men ideas. That would help you more to elaborate the topic. So that's a suggestion, recommendation I would give to Siddharth. But well tried. Kudos to you for attempting the table topics. Thank you for choosing. And speaker number 8, Samita. Your question is: if emojis were the only way to communicate, which all three would it describe you? So you have chosen the three emojis very aptly, and you have also told why happy emoji, because you are happy most of the times. A sad emoji, sometimes you feel sad. And a lady in red dress dancing, that is awesome. uh, and you also ended up with a message. You have to carefully choose the emojis. That's a brilliant way, provided you are very good in expressing the table topic given. How would it be if you couple it with the body language, body gestures? So red in red dress dancing, a sad emoji, happy emoji with your facial expressions. It would have taken your table topics to the next level. So, but very well attempted table topics, I say. Thank you. And speaker number 9, Sachin Jaiswal. Your question is, you have discovered a hidden door in your house. Where would it lead? This table topics has a storytelling technique, and the transition were very smooth because Sachin told he had discovered a tunnel and he navigated through the darkness and he found the jewelries and how to use these treasures he'll give to all his relatives and all. It's a brilliant table topics coupled with a storytelling technique. It's a brilliant attempt. How would it be if you have coupled it with a vocal variety when you were seeing a jewelry? Oh, jewelry you have seen. I found this jewelry box, like that. If you have shown that vocal variety, it would have created an interesting story that we really felt the story is good. It would have taken the story to the next level. So that is a recommendation for you, Sachin, and kudos to you for attempting the table topic with a good storytelling technique. So with this, I'm concluding my report. Uh, Over to you, General Evaluator Ankur.
Thank you to table topic evaluator Prapurna. That was a wonderful set of evaluations. And with that, we would move to the next section of evaluation, which is the Tell Team report. First, I would like to invite Timer Rahul to share his report.
Please allow me to share this.
Zoom host.
Yeah, I am
Toastmaster
not able to share the screen because host has disabled.
Toastmaster Renu, Toastmaster Meta, do you have access?
Prasan, can you please add me as a co-host?
Toastmaster Ritu, are you there?
I think. Yeah, now I am able to. So there's one disqualification in speech, prepared speeches, and three disqualifications in the table
Toastmaster
topics. And
Toastmaster Rahul, I think we have. Hello.
Yeah.
I think we have 30-second grace time, both for prepared speeches and table topics, right? In that case, none of them would be disqualified. Yeah. I think everybody is qualified in that case because I see none crossing 2 minutes 30 seconds in table topics and neither Samita I'm crossing 6 minutes 30 seconds in speech.
And everyone's on time.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Now we will move to the language evaluator. Language evaluator for today's Toastmaster Chitrangna. Can you please share your report?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. We did a fairly good job with language today. Congratulations, everyone. There were few good words used. I would take examples: deciphering, grunt, gloomy, inquisitive, distinctive were some of the good words. I was all agog to hear the usage of the word of the day, and it was thrilling to witness its usage, not just by the Toastmasters, but also by the guests. Certain areas of improvement also I would want to mention. There was frequent usage of extended use of and as and for certain crutch words were used, okay, that, like. I also witnessed 2, 3 awkward pauses and repetitions during the the table topics contest. Comparing sibling argument and need for mediation with UN countries was clever. Another crafty reference was mention of Rudyard Kipling's Honest Men in an evaluation. Invent a song could be swapped with compose a song. I believe this is all I had to cover in my report today. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you for the wonderful report, Toastmaster Chitranga. Now to the final segment of Tell Team, which is to test our listening skills. I would hand over the stage to our listener, Toastmaster Prasad.
Yeah, the time comes to test the listening skills. And before I start asking the questions, I would like to just set one rule that if the question is related to you, please don't answer the questions. Let others to answer the question. Okay. With this, I would start with the first question, and that is, what is the name of Samita granddaughter?
Kavya.
Kavya.
Right, correct. I think it was Renu, right?
Meeta
Toastmaster.
also.
Meeta, okay. Toastmaster Meeta and Toastmaster Renu. Coming to the second questions, Toastmaster Samita mentioned that it used to take X years to get scooters. What is the value of X year?
7.
7 years.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Toastmaster Jay. Coming to third question, who is the sun sign of Toastmaster Rahul Swami?
Pet.
No. Who is the sun sign of Toastmaster Rahul Swami? He mentioned while speaking.
Sibling?
Wife.
Mother, wife.
Wife.
No wife. No, no wife. I'm not
Father?
sure if he's married.
Father?
Grandfather.
Sibling, I think.
Grandfather.
Yeah, I think Toastmaster Malathi, right? Grandfather.
Eh,
Yeah, correct. And coming to the fourth question, can you name the Toastmaster who mentioned that he or she likes dancing emoji?
So,
Toastmaster
those were Samita.
Right. And then coming to the last one, how many years of experience does Toastmaster Sachin has?
15 years.
23.
23.
Right. Okay, yeah. With this, I conclude my listening season, and I can say that everybody is a good listener. I mean, you were able to answer all the questions. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad, for the listening, for evaluating our listening skills. Now, let me move on to the general evaluation section where I will evaluate the whole meeting. I didn't know if the meeting started on time or not, because I was at the physical place where every time the meeting is held. So there is some flaw in our design posters that are prepared for the meetings. They didn't specify clearly that this meeting was just online. A lot of Toastmasters, even our speakers, table topic masters, they reached the venue and then they had to rush back and some couldn't make it. So I feel that we should ideally improve the design pics. It should be highlighted very clearly because it's a inherent quality of folks who attend the physical meetings that they would be coming to that spot. So that's first point. I hope the meeting would have started on time. When I reached, Prasang was giving his essay speech. And to Prasang, I have one small point. I think it's high time now that you learn the essay speech because it doesn't look good when you look and talk. Because you are the person who opens the meeting and we want you have a lot of energy and we want you to show it while you look at the screen. Thank you for the for opening the meeting. Next was our presiding officer, Toastmaster Samita Kar. She did her job just fantastically. She introduced the guests, updated us our rules, and it gave a really good start to the meeting. Then came our TMOD. She brought energy to the whole meeting. She was constantly involved with the audience and kept the meeting running very well. It was very engaging. It was very humorous. And the way you related to the replies that the audience gave, that was done really well. It felt like it was not a just a presentation, it was an interaction, and I think audience must have enjoyed the topic really well because of that. Thank you. Moving on to table topic master Michael, it was a really good set of topics. Like they were all interesting questions, and as TMOD mentioned, that they were fun and they provoked our thoughts. So thank you for bringing those lovely topics, and somewhere they matched with the funny theme we had for the day. So thank you. Table to the next table topic evaluator, Prapurna. The evaluations were very detailed, and I hope the table topic speakers got to learn a lot with the recommendations that you gave. Only thing where I would have a suggestion for you is when you are preparing the list of evaluations, I know you don't get time when you are writing the feedback. There are so many table topics. While maybe the table topic master is trying to add his point on somebody's attempt, then maybe you can write the name quickly. That would save you from asking the names during your evaluation. Or maybe in the WhatsApp group, you can ask before your evaluation comes. I don't think we have time for that. So mostly it would be while the table topic master is trying to relate to the topic, then you write down the names. Next was Timer Rahul. Timer Rahul had a small glitch in the beginning because he didn't have the intro prepared, but he improvised very well during his timer role, and it was flawless in terms of timing. Just that in the report he missed 30 seconds grace. I hope that you remember it next time. Then came our language evaluator, Toastmaster Chitrangana. Toastmaster Chitrangana, I was expecting a much more detailed report from you. Being an expert in grammar, I was expecting that you will highlight which figure of speeches we used really well, or also show, like I was expecting much more detailed report from you, although it was really well presented. But yeah, to a person of your caliber, I would expect that we get a lot more to learn in terms of language evaluation when it comes to you. Then we had listener Prasang, who covered all the questions beautifully. And then we had Zoom hosts. Well done, Zoom hosts, for like maintaining the meeting very well, spotlighting everyone. A thing that I think was missing in certain speeches or in certain places was timer was not being highlighted or spotlighted. I feel that in the first speech, I saw Samita ma'am going towards the screen and I think trying to check whether the time was has gone or not. So I guess when the speeches start, it's the real great responsibility of the Zoom host to remember that you have to highlight the timer. Then came me. I didn't read the poster of meeting really well. It just said online, and I reached the place and I couldn't make it on time, and I had to improvise on the introductions of the tele team. I hope like I didn't miss a lot of things. I gave some personal intros, and I still feel that I have to learn a lot when it comes to general evaluations. It's not just looking at one person. You have to be very attentive, and I observed that I lost my listening skills today because I was too much finding the recommendations for everybody. So yeah, I think this was my first general evaluation. I hope that in the next ones I'll try to take away these things as such, being more mindful, etc. before I give my evaluation. Thank you everyone for moving the meeting so perfectly well. And with that, I would end my general evaluation report and hand back the stage to our awesome TMOD, Toastmaster Ritu.
Huge round of applause for the general evaluator and his team. Thank you for such detailed evaluations. We had a lot of takeaways and a lot of learnings. But you all have been a really wonderful audience. It has been my pleasure to carry out this role of the Toastmaster of the day. It was an enjoyable meeting. May you all continue to shine in your journey as a speaker And I would like to hand it back to the presiding officer for her final remarks. Toastmaster Samita, thank you.
Thank you so much. A big round of applause for the image consultant, personal branding coach, grooming and etiquette expert, our TOMOD of today, Toastmaster Ritu John. What a wonderful session it was. Yellow is one color, and so much we learned from that one single color today. Thanks to you. It was a wonderful session, wonderful conduction. Coming back to the meeting today, in Toastmasters, we come here to learn. Some days the meeting goes on seamlessly, everything falls into place. Some days nothing works. We have people reaching places where they should not have gone. We have, I don't have the introductions, and it is this time that we push ourselves and we try to make the best of what situation we have at hand. Laptop not working, we hop onto a mobile. Mobile is not working, we try the tablet. Introductions not there, we rack our brains from where can we get and what can we do. That is what Toastmaster is all about. It is on these days that we push ourselves to make the best use and learn that life will not come with a script in hand. Life will throw us curveballs, and we have to learn to make do with it. So that is what this meeting was all about today. And the role takers, we have a big round of applause for our general evaluator, Ankur Vishwakarma, who took up the role for the first time, managed to join. A second person whom we should applaud, that is Toastmaster Michael Joshua, our table topic master. A big round of applause because he took up the role at the last time. Thank you, Toastmaster Michael, for coming up with such wonderful topics, even at the last moment. As in all Gabbys meeting, when meetings come to an end, we ask our guests for a quick feedback. I see guest Sumit is there. Can you just unmute and give us a feedback?
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Samita. It was
Yes.
quite insightful. So uh, uh, I'll just put it very simply, right? Like I think this is my second session with Gabbys, where I've joined as a guest, and I kind of attended a couple of other uh, Toastmasters group as well, just to see how which one works best for me. But I think the best thing I feel in Gabby's is the kind of energy and enthusiasm with all which this group brings into the table, right? Like I think somebody mentioned in the beginning that it would be appreciated if everybody stays there for the rest 2 hours, but I think we were forced to stay back for the 2 hours. There was no compulsion to do something else. It was completely engaging and quite insightful. So I'm looking forward to definitely get enrolled in this group for sure. And yeah, the one differentiator, I think this group provides a platform for both physical joiners as well as remote, which is not very common, I believe. So that gives you an opportunity to join from wherever you are. So it has been fantastic, Samita, and looking forward to having more interactions with this group.
I would love to ask you, how did you like the table topic, or what was your experience of the table
Yeah,
topic?
the topic was really good, but yeah, I think for me personally, yeah, I need to come out of my comfort zone. This is where I struggle a lot, so it was hard for me to just kind of impromptu speak a topic on. So, but yeah, I think it was a great opportunity for us to just come out of that comfort zone and just get that feedback,
Yeah.
and I think very
Yes.
well
Pushing
kind of
yourself. That is what,
Yes,
pushing yourself. Yeah. And all of you can please go and vote for the favorite role takers of today's meeting. Yes, Toastmaster Renu, you want to say something? Your hand is
Yes,
up.
I also wanted to add the same. Please refer to the link that is being shared in the chat for voting for your favorite role takers or the table topic speakers.
Yes. So why is it important to vote? Because people who come and do a good job, if you appreciate, and we all love appreciation. So when we get appreciated, we work even harder. And if we have something to take away, we learn from the best what they have done, how they have done, and what all can be incorporated in a meeting to make it more meaningful and more learning experience. Yes. Anyone else would like to share their experience?
Yes, I'd like to share my experience.
Yes,
And
go ahead.
yeah, this is my second time visiting the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I think first time I think it's been probably more than a year back, and it's hard to believe that this meeting has happened with the last minute improvisation. We're looking at the quality of this club, and yes, as the Sumita ma'am said, I think Toastmasters also teaches you the leadership skills, the crisis management, speaking out of the PP education and the past president of my club. Uh, I think it doesn't take much time to cancel the meeting, but still, if you are persistent in having the meeting at the last moment as well, that really speaks about the character of the club. So I would like to commend each and everyone for being here and just playing your part.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, you know, becoming canceling is one way, but persisting is where we get the result. Thank you for noticing that and bringing to our notice that you have noticed it. Now, you know, the best table topic speaker of today's meeting. Before I announce, we have another meeting happening on Tuesday at 7:30. Definitely, we would like you to attend that meeting as well. It is an online meeting. So the best table topic today is table topic speaker is none other than a person who opened a new door to his house and had all the jewelry there. Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal, you're the best table topic speaker. Congratulations to you. And here comes the best role taker. Yes, it's none other than our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ritu George, for that amazing session. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ritu, for being the best role taker. With that, I declare the meeting closed, and we will see you all on Tuesday in our next meeting. Thank you. Have a good day. Yes, Renu
Thank
ma'am,
you.
you want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to raise a toast for all the taggle role takers today. See, I didn't see many people have voted. Many or other none have voted for the evaluators as well as the taggle role takers. So you all are the winners today. So a big round of applause for each one of you. Thank you for picking up the roles.
Truly spoken like a VP education. Yes, all of the role takers, big congratulations for stepping up and taking up the role and doing justice to it. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next meeting.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Same to
Thank
you.
you.
everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Same
Thank
to you.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.